Hello, this is Jim Pesavento, and I will be describing in this introductory video how to take your raw data. In this case, this is LC-MS data from an Orbitrap mass spectrometer, and convert it into a format needed to analyze it by pyMS-Vis application. So the very first thing, hopefully, that you have is your data. Always take a look and make sure it is what you're expecting. So in this case, I'm just opening up my data. And here we go. Just quickly showing what it looks like. So this is LC-MS data of histones that were extracted from asynchronous green algae. As I click through the chromatogram, you can see lots of different masses, 17, 18 charged stuff coming off at different times. So this is the raw format. The first thing you want to do is convert it to a universal format in an mzML file. To do that, you need to go and download MSconvert, where if you just put that into Google, I'm sure it will lead you to the appropriate page. You want to load the raw file, and you will need to do one other thing, which is to convert it, or when it gets converted, to move it from profile to centroided data. So I will show you how to do that in a second. So this is just one example. You can load one file or all of them. This data that I'm going to be converting is available on GitHub. The processed form of it is, and it's the same data that I was using in the pyMS manuscript. So here I've added a data set. I leave everything default. I remove this automatically loaded filter, and then for centroiding the data, select peak picking, just click add, and then you should be good to go. So click start. This is what should appear. And because this is centroided data, it should work pretty fast, maybe 30 seconds to a minute or so, depending on how complex your data is. So while that is working, the next step is to use a deconvolution software package to take this data and convert all the MORZ information to mass intensity and retention time information. To do that, there are two popular options that I use. One of them is FLASHDeconv, and then the other one is TopFD. Again, if you were to go and Google either of those programs, I'm sure it will lead you in the right direction. In this case, I'm going to be using FLASHDeconv to deconvolute the data. And so this is available through OpenMS, which is freely available on the internet. So once you have FLASHDeconv installed, you can exit out of this. Okay, here, I found the file, mzML. I've added it to FLASHDeconv. And generally when I run FLASHDeconv, I leave everything default, but I do want to select some other options here. This will come in handy if you want to look at feature maps or look at other types of data, other data formats. So TopFD, as I mentioned before, is another fast deconvolution method. It generates an MS line file, which is a text file of all the information that you need. Like I said, mass, intensity, retention time, and other things. FlashDecon outputs its files in a TSV format, tab-separated value format, which in my program runs a lot faster than the conversion of the MS-Align to data frames within the program. So if you're opting to use one or the other, a TSV or an MS-Align, I recommend the TSV. In any case, selecting these options will generate the appropriate file after the deconvolution happens. So I leave all of these parameters default and I just click run, and then it will do its thing in a very quick fashion. I do want to give a shout out to the web version of FlashDecon that has additional tools as well. So this is the website that you can find this. So basically, you can do all the deconvolution and also other fun stuff and with the Flash Viewer. So other tools available for your data analysis. Flash Tagger is great. It uses sequence tags to find IDs if you provide the LCMS data and in a FASTA database to search. Here's FlashDecon on the web, so you actually don't even need to download it. It's, again, very fast, very user-friendly. All the options that are there are also in the standalone downloadable version from the OpenMS platform. So just wanted to give a quick shout out there if you are looking for other ways to deconvolute your data. Like I said, this one is all web-based, which is great. The only one small issue is that the files are maximum 200 megabytes per file. So if you have very large data sets, gigabytes and things of that sort, it's not going to work. You will still need to convert your files to mzML before you upload, but I figured I would just mention this because it is fantastic. Okay, so this is going to continue doing its thing. I'm going to let it run, and then I'll come back in a minute.